Good morning, Miracle Swingers. I've got a great video for you today with two-time Masters champion Bernhard Langer. Now, Bernhard Langer is still bringing home winner's checks on the Champions Tour, and he's in his mid-60s. He's one of the greatest golfers that ever lived. I mean, he's, in my book, one of the all-time greats. I mean, his Champions Tour record is incredible, and he's playing against guys that are just moving up from the PGA Tour, and he's still kicking their butts. That's incredible. So I've been keeping a running list here of all the testimonials of people that write to me to tell me about how their game has changed with this over-the-top miracle. There's so many of them, I just can't even tell you. If you look at the comments on any one of my pages, you're probably going to see a whole bunch of them. But this is an email I got that really struck me. A wonderful guy. I'm not going to tell you too much about him, but he says, being a part of the blank PGA, I have said for years that golf instruction has ruined the game. I do have a question. If Bobby Jones, Sam Snead, Ben Hogan, and Arnold Palmer were all OTT, why would instruction go away from that? Did they think they could improve on those swings? Laugh out loud. Keep up the great work. So it's an honor for me to correspond with PGA professionals in this frank manner. And I'll be honest with you, when I started this OTT stuff, I thought I was moving away from Ben Hogan. But, you know, it all comes back around to the great man, the Hawk himself, because I think because I'm not very tall, when I swing deep and over the top, as I make my move, my transition, and start to rotate, the club is going to want to flatten and shallow, okay? So that makes my over-the-top move not very visible. But I'm convinced that Ben Hogan did the same thing as well. But I see the OTT move. Now, when we look at Bernhard Langer's swing, we're going to see a generous OTT move. And I've got something new today that I haven't done with you guys. I always do a handle trace. Today I'm doing a club head trace. So it's very informative. We're going to learn a lot. Now, if you'd like to learn more about my over-the-top miracle swing, I have a full-length instructional video at myswingevolution.com. Or better yet, sign up for an MSC membership. It's a really great deal, and this is the introductory offer. It's still going on, but I'm going to hit a number where it's not going to be the introductory offer anymore. I love you guys so much that are all a part of this journey with me. Thank you so much. Now let's dig into Bernhard Langer's amazing golf swing. All right, let's take a look at two-time Masters champion Bernhard Langer's awesome golf swing. Here we have some swings from 1985 when he won his first green jacket. So we clearly see an over-the-top move here. It's just so wild to me. This is something that everybody used to do. So I want to talk today about looping the club head. Because looping the club head gives you a great feeling of getting the leverage over the top. It steepens the shaft for sure, but you really feel like you can throw it down into the ball. Here's an approach to 15. I love this. I mean, this is a major champion golf swing right here. I did look at Bernhard Langer's swing today, and it's much more on plane. Look at that. We even got a little Greg Norman foot slide there. Great full release through the shot. Once again, we see the looping the club head. Now, this is interesting. This is the shot I'm going to focus on, which is his shot into number 16, and I love this practice swing because look at that. He really loops it over in this practice swing. He loops it over so much, I decided today to do a club head trace, okay? rather than just a handle trace. Okay, so let's watch this. Is that over the top? Oh my gosh, it's bananas. Way over the top. Okay, now let's look at the regular swing. Inside, up, and over. Wow, this is a great way to hit the golf ball. I can just see him smashing it. Now, I know he spent 30 years working on this golf swing. My goodness, well, I guess this win was 38 years ago. Where does the time go? But I think that if he had just played this way, he'd be a great golfer. He's just a competitor. It's between the ears for him, really, where his greatness lies. But this is very steep. I used to think this was bad. Now I think it's the way to go. Get that low left delivery. So let's do a club head trace on this swing. I think it's going to be very instructive. We'll watch it through one time. Now, although this is much faster with more momentum, we're still going to see a massive loop of the club head. So he takes it inside, P2, lifts it up to the top, and now he steepens, comes right down through the ball. So that's the swing of Bernhard Langer, one of the greatest golfers in history, and he has really been my inspiration on the Champions Tour for staying in shape and having it all together. You know, he's a man of faith, a Christian man, and he puts his faith in God, and he is really delivering even in his mid-60s, one of the greatest golfers that has ever lived. Thanks for everything you've given the game, Bernhard. You're the man. Do you have trouble slicing the golf ball? How many times have you heard people tell you you're swinging over the top? That's your problem. What if I told you the natural motion of swinging over the top is actually the best way to hit the golf ball? Would you think I'm crazy? Well, I'm here today to tell you about the over-the-top miracle. The best part is it's a natural motion based on a throw.
What I worked on there was trying to get as far back as I could inside, tried to stay down through the ball.
Do you think you picked up some yardage since we've been working on this stuff?
On the driver, at least 50 to 60 yards.
It's dynamite.
It's crazy.
You don't have to be stuck with an over-the-top slice. That's why I created the new video, The Over-the-Top Miracle. Transform your game with the over-the-top miracle swing at myswingevolution.com.